In part 1, I covered 3 really important concepts when it comes to playing arpeggios. One was that your forearm moves horizontally. You cannot just think of this as your fingers moving up and down to make the sounds, but it's actually if your forearm horizontal movement as well as the involvement of your arm weight getting into your fingertips. So you have to think beyond your wrist and up, right? It's not just finger movements up and down, but it's your arm weight. Your fingers are just there to go down, to make contact with the keys. Your forearm and the arm weight actually gets your fingers to play the sound, go down into the key bed. The second was your thumb movement. Your thumb has to feel relaxed and pretty free in order for you to make the crossovers and tuck unders easily and smoothly. The third was like no jerking of your elbow or any part of your arm when you're making the crossover and tuck unders. In this video, I want to show you a practice drill that I've never seen anywhere else. And because a lot of it is physical, you have to practice the physical movements. You can't just think it intellectually. You can't just feel it once. You have to teach your fingers to get comfortable with it. And for that, we need to drill it. We need to keep practicing the same movement until you can do it without thinking about it. So we're going to practice this again and again. And I'm going to show you a drill to practice the thumb movement especially. And also we'll expand it from 2 octaves to 4 octaves. Let's get into C sharp minor arpeggio. So the C sharp minor arpeggio, I picked a hard one. If you are playing the C sharp minor scale, then you do have to know, okay, it has 4 sharps, it's F, C, G, D, and with a 7th scale raised, it gets a little complicated. For arpeggios, you don't need to know any of that. We talked about how to build a major triad last time, and we said we go up to major third, and that is 4 semitones up. So 1, that A, you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we land on C sharp and then go up 3 semitones to make up a minor third. 1, 2, 3. So major third plus a minor third stacked together, that makes up a major triad. But if you want to make that into a minor triad, you only have to change that middle note, the third, down. So now you get this sad sound, A minor chord, and for that you can build it with 3 semitones going up, 1, 2, 3, and then now 4 semitones going up from that, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so it's reverse, right? So in major triad, you have major third plus minor third. In a minor triad, you have minor third plus a major third on top of that. So let's go to C sharp minor. So C sharp, I'll start from here. C sharp, you go up 3 semitones up to E, and then 4 semitones from E, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the notes that you will be playing in the C sharp minor arpeggio. C sharp minor arpeggio starts with a black key, and we're going to start with 2, and as you can see here, the fingering will be for the left hand 2, 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, and then right now we're just doing 2 octaves. The right hand's fingering will be 2, 1, 2, 4. So let's play through that together. Ready, set, go. Because the right hand and left hand are in mirror image, the finger numbers are not going to match. So the very first thing to do when you play the 2 hands together, you have to be so comfortable with the fingering. hands separately. So practice the right hand again and again. Be able to play it at least at 100 metronome ticks per note before you play the two hands together. Also, because the hands are in mirror image, when they tuck under, when they cross over, that's also going to be different. So right hand does not care what the left hand is doing. It must keep going if you want to play evenly. There is no extra time that you can allow for one hand to tuck under or cross over. You have to practice those movements again and again so that it can happen seamlessly. So that's what we're going to practice right now. And I want to call it the ping pong drill. The ping pong drill works like this. Let's start with the left hand. You're going to pick a spot where you are crossing over or tucking under. The crossover, the very first crossover in the left hand comes in E to G sharp from 1 to 4, right? So here is where it's difficult, the crossover to 4. You have to come quite a bit with your fourth finger over here, and your thumb is the pivoting finger. So you're going from 2, 1, pivot, and then go to G sharp. So that's the movement that we're going to practice. And we're going to stay on that thumb without pressing into it. So we're not pressing into it with any kind of force. We're just there. We're just placing our thumb there comfortably. And then we're going to go back and forth between the C sharp and then the fourth finger on G sharp. And try to subdivide in your head. If you're doing this slowly at first. 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's so easy to kind of like press into it or like hang on to it, push into it. None of that. I don't want any of that. And you're just placing it comfortably. And then you're just practicing how that feels from this to this. And then you can go a little bit faster. You can do this even with a metronome. You will notice that your fourth finger is weak compared to your second finger, but you want to match the sound, so either decrease the C sharp, this one, or increase the G sharp. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Notice my elbow movement is just minimal. It's not like doing this. It's in order to be efficient with this movement, we are going to be minimizing any extraneous movement in the forearm and the elbow. So that's our ping pong drill. You do it again. Let's practice the next one. Okay, so from here, the next one from E, G sharp, C, right? So here, while the G sharp is playing, the thumb has to be over here. So we're going to practice that. Now the pivot is the fourth finger, which is really hard because the fourth finger is weak. So you're going to feel how that feels. Don't do this where you're bending at the first joint. You're just being comfortable. So you're going to have straight first joint. That first joint refers to the very end tip of your finger. So it's there, and then you're here. Next note. So you're pivoting with your fourth finger, and you're going to go from E, E to C sharp, E to C sharp. Make sure your thumb is not tightening up after you play it. It's just simply there. Okay, so you're going to do that. Practice, and then coming down again from this one, but you already practiced this, so it's probably very, very comfortable for you. And then here you already practiced this too, coming down with an E as a pivot. Okay, let's try this for the right hand. The right hand is, the finger is 2, 1, 2, 4. So the very first crossover is this on E, just like the left hand. This is fairly easy because it's your strong finger. 2, 1, 2, 2, and then 2, 2. Let's practice the next one. And then it's to this fourth finger. You're gonna have to tuck the thumb under rather quickly here. So we're practicing from G to E, G sharp to E, G sharp to E. Make sure your fourth finger, because it's weak, you want to compensate it with your forearm, but don't. You're just placing it there and playing with as comfortably loud as you can. You don't have to be totally forte. Develop control and evenness before you develop the volume. So you're just going back and forth like this. Make sure your thumb is very light. Okay, and the next one. We already did that. And then coming down. This one is 2 to 4. 2 to 4. 2, 4. You're not pushing down into your thumb. So this ping pong drill needs to be practiced so many times so that when you do it, you can do it without thinking. You're not thinking about, oh, am I relaxed? Am I like tensing up? Am I jerking anywhere? You're thinking none of that, and it's basically automatic for you. Now try your arpeggio, and I bet it sounds and feels different to you. Going in with your arm weight transfer. Don't think about 4 disjunct, how many ever disjunct motions vertically, right? But you're transferring to the next finger. Arm weight gets transfers to the next note. That's the way you can play smooth legato arpeggio. Now let's expand it to 4 octaves. 2, 3, 4, and then come down. You may not feel it as much when you are just in 2 octaves, but when you are high up like this, because you're playing more octaves, then you're gonna have to feel that your arm is farther away from your body depending on the positioning and the size of your body. Your elbow is open when you are in the high position. Also, when you're coming down from it, because you want to play fast eventually, your angle of your wrist is not totally parallel to the floor. So as you can see, I'll show you over here. When I come down, I am always preparing for that crossover. Therefore, I have elbow slightly raised position coming this way. It's coming this way, not parallel to the floor. I don't play octaves, arpeggios. Then my thumb has to move far more actively. I try to angle my wrist so that the right wrist, side of the wrist, is pointing diagonally up. That way I can prepare for the crossover much quicker. Same thing with the left hand, going up this time. My wrist is the bone is pointing that way. It's not parallel to the floor, but it's preparing for the next. Preparing. All that time, I didn't have a single jerking or quick movement in my elbow just because I was crossing over. Coming down the opposite way. Coming down from... Now the right side of the wrist, left wrist is pointing slightly diagonally up because I want to make space for the thumb. When you go up, coming down, down. I'm exaggerating to show you, but this is kind of the general direction. It's not up and down, depending on whether you're playing black keys or white keys, crossing over, tucking under, none of that, right? So it's like you're ironing. no quick movements in your shoulders, elbows, everything's working as one smoothly. If you're not making smooth physical movements, then it's probably not going to sound smooth either. Now when you play the two hands together, 4 octaves, when you have this comfortable under your fingers, then the next step would be to practice inversions. So that's the root position. Now you can practice first inversion and second inversion, as you can see right here. These are available in any of your technical exercise books. This one is Alfred's scale book and scale and arpeggio book, but these are also in hand-on, so you can find the fingerings there. Hopefully this 2-part mini-series on arpeggios helped you out a little bit in your piano playing. If you would like to find me, you can check out the links below. I have a free community, the Self-Guided Pianist community, for all intelligent and passionate adult pianists. And I also have a coaching program called Rebuild. Check out the links below. I'll see you in the next video.